Welcome back. Well, in business tonight, Barbados has one of the highest penetration rates for electric vehicles in the Caribbean, and perhaps even further afield. That's according to the head of the CARICOM Energy Unit with the CARICOM Secretariat, Dr. Devon Gardner. Mr. Gardner made the comment as the Energy Unit hosted a 3-day workshop in Barbados, which culminated with an electric vehicle expo on the grounds of the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium. A number of electric vehicles were on display and available for a test drive or ride-along during the expo, including the internationally popular Tesla Model X, which has a horsepower range of between 500 and 750. Several other electric vehicles were also on display, including the popular Nissan Leaf and the different models of the electric BMW. Dr. Gardner says thanks to the input of the private sector, especially Barbados has set an example for other countries to follow.
Well, in Barbados, it's quite dynamic and interesting. Barbados has, 230,000 people approximately, close to 250,000 people. And you're looking at about 250 electric vehicles in Barbados. So a penetration of, this is quite significant. You're looking at one electric vehicle per 1,000 people, which per capita ranks very highly, probably about third in the world. So in numbers, it looks good on paper what is happening in Barbados. And what is exciting is that a lot of it has happened organically by people demanding cleaner options and more cost-effective options for vehicles, and the private sector responding accordingly.
Also on hand at the expo was Minister in the Ministry of Transport, Works and Maintenance, Peter Phillips. He lauded the increased awareness the expo has brought to renewable energy initiatives, many of which the new administration has already embraced.
As far as I'm aware, there are already a couple of government vehicles, electric vehicles in the government in Barbados, and that is where we would want to go as time goes on, obviously, because with the expense of fossil fuels and so on, and carbon emissions and things of that nature, you want to get a cleaner atmosphere. We move into clean energy, and the electric vehicle is the way, because some people would have talked, we would have heard mentioned CNG and so on.
Massey Stores Barbados has announced the official rollout of its reduction of single-use plastic initiative, which will see the introduction of a fee of 10 cents per plastic bag at all of its stores from July 3, 2018. In a statement, the company says it will therefore be taking its plastic reduction initiative a step further with a full-scale implementation of reusable shopping bags across its stores. Managing Director of Massey Stores Barbados, Randall Banfield, says it's the company's way of trying to operate in a more sustainable and environmentally conscious manner. He adds that it is no coincidence that they have chosen to launch the bold step on July 3rd, which is being recognized across the world as International No Plastic Bag Day. Acknowledging that there will be a need for a period of transition for customers, he says they are therefore encouraging shoppers to walk with their reusable bags or choose the option of paying the 10 cents per bag from July 3rd. The company says the proceeds from the plastic bag fee will go towards enhancing recycling initiatives in Barbados. Meanwhile, as a further incentive to encourage customers to utilize the reusable bags, from tomorrow, Massey Stores will be reducing the price of the reusable bags for a limited time to less than half of the original price. Well, it's time now to take a look at how stocks traded on selected exchanges across the region. First up in Jamaica, Cygnus Credit Investments Limited was the volume leader with 11,792,890 units, and they were followed by Siboney Group Limited and Grace Kennedy Limited. Now over in Trinidad, Grace Kennedy Limited was the volume leader with 102,253 shares changing hands for a value of $306,579, and they were followed by JMMB Group Limited and NCB Financial Group Limited. Right here in Barbados, Sagicor Financial Corporation Limited was the volume leader, trading 19,852 shares at $2.20 each. They were followed by West India Biscuit Company Limited and First Caribbean International Bank.